Okay, so the most part of our first project is already created. We just need to style social media icons, button, and create nice effect. I mean hide card and display it on hover. Let's go ahead and start styling social media icons. Select UL element, which has class name card icons. At first I want to get rid of default bullets. For that we can assign to UL element property list style with value none. Then I'm going to place icons horizontally in a row. For that we can simply use flexbox. Let's write display flex. Then in order to separate those items, I'm going to define width as 50% and also justify content with value space around. Alright, with UL element we are done. Let's move on and select link element, which wraps icon. It has class name card icon link. First of all, let's get rid of default styles using text decoration none. Then define width and height. For both of them, we need value as 35 pixels. After that, I want to create border with values 1 pixel, solid, and the color white. So as you know, link is an inline element, and that's why width and height are not applied to it. In order to fix that, you can make link block level element using display with value block. Now they look better, but as you see, icons ended up on top left corners. We need to center them, and I think the best way to do that is to use again flexbox. So instead of display block, write display flex. Then in order to center icons horizontally and vertically, let's use justify content center and align items center. And lastly, create some border radius, right, 5 pixels. Alright, that's it about link elements. Let's move on and style icons. Select them using class card icon. At first increase font size, make it 20 pixels. And then change color. I'm going to use here white color. Alright, the only thing regarding icons is to create a little hover effect. On hover, I'm going to change color of border and also color of icon itself. So at first, select link element. Then add hover. Let's copy border property and change color. I'm going to use here color 1B5 CF5. Next, I'm going to change color of card icon, and we need to do it when we hover on link. So select again card icon link with hover and then select card icon. Let's change color. I'm going to use again color 1B5CF5. And lastly, let's add transitions to both link and icon. For link, we need border with duration 0.3 seconds. And for icon, we need transition color with the same duration 0.3 seconds. Alright, that's it about social media icons. They are ready. Next we have to move on to button. Let's select it using class card btn. First of all, I want to get rid of some default styles like border. Let's assign to it none. And outline. Assign to it same value none. Actually, outline creates blue border when we click on button, so we don't need that. Next, let's define width and height. Right, width with the value 150 pixels and height as 35 pixels. Then in order to create some space at the bottom, use margin bottom with value 20 pixels. Besides that, I want to make corners of button rounded using border radius. Let's assign to it 50 pixels. Then change background. I'm going to use again a linear gradient with two colors. First one is going to be 6837 EE. As for second color, write 0D2B7E. After that, let's change color. Use here D. Next, I want to transform text. Let's make it uppercase. Also, I think it will be better if we decrease font size of text. Let's make it 12 pixels. Then in order to make button nicer, let's create some shadow effect. As a first value, write 0, then 10 pixels, then 20 pixels, and as a color, write RGBA 000, opacity 0.5. And lastly, let's change type of cursor. I'm going to make it pointer. Alright, card is ready. We are almost done. The only thing that we have to do is to create a little effect. I'm going to hide card by default, and for that I want to use position absolute. I'm going to move card up, actually outside of its wrapper. For that we need to define top position as -100%. So as you see, card is placed up, but it's still visible. In order to hide it, we can simply assign to card wrapper overflow with the value hidden. So you see that card is no longer visible. Now we need to display it going from top to bottom when we hover on card wrapper. So let's select it with hover, then select card itself and define top position as 0. Actually, without transition, effect looks ugly. We need transition with some delay, so let's assign to card transition. Write top. As a duration, write 0.3 seconds. So when first transition ends, I mean transition of box shadow, which we use for card wrapper, then after half second, I want card to start moving down. So as a value of delay, write 1.5 seconds. So if we hover, then card will be displayed nicely. Alright, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it, was interesting, and learned some tricks and techniques in CSS. So let's go ahead.